Good morning. We're here to talk today about some history. And I'm here with,
Joe,
hi Joe, I'm Christy. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
And do you understand how important this is?
Yes.
How long have you known Lynn?
Oh, since he was about 7 years old. So probably close to 40 years.
Yeah. Did you and Lynn work on projects together?
Yes.
And how many, or can you tell me about some of them? You don't have to say a whole bunch, but
Yeah. Well, we rebuilt two different campers.
yeah.
Uh, we finished off the office area in his building. Uh, just a number of different projects.
Do you remember Lynn talking about or showing you designs or business plans?
But he probably did show me if he said he did. So I'm going to say yeah.
Okay. I was told you used to spend most of your free time at Lynn's home.
Yes.
I'm going to start straight to the point. Everyone wants to know, were you there when Mark Zuckerberg was here at Lynn's house?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was he driving the first time he visited?
Could have been a silver car.
He had a friend with him. Do you remember his name?
No.
Why was he there?
He was buying parts out of the camper so he could put them into his bus and make the bus into a traveling camper.
He came back and stayed at the holiday weekend. Do you remember when that was?
Vaguely remember it, yeah.
Is all the truth Mark Zuckerberg learned of the internet business plan Lynn created to help his paralyzed friend, Tiffany? Then Mark Zuckerberg offered to do the code and help Lynn find investors.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg then decided, since he was going to do the code and found investors, he should use business plan Lynn created and started the business.
Yeah.
He promised Lynn that if he let him use it, he would see in return.
Yes, he did.
So he basically had told him that going on with this plan that he would also be invested and get something too.
Yes.
You were asked by Lynn to be a witness to the business deal.
Yes.
And Mark Zuckerberg had Howitson, the lawyer, also on the phone as a witness. That was also to do the legal work and putting it in writing for Lynn to sign.
Yes.
Do you remember the business agreement? What Mark Zuckerberg was to give in return for using Lynn's original work and his business plan, his ideal?
A little bit about it, yeah.
Yeah. It was at least a 15% return. Mark Zuckerberg also had to donate to free clinic, shelters, and help fund a cure for muscular diseases. If Mark Zuckerberg didn't do that, then he owed 20% donate to them. It was 15 cents or 20 cents on every dollar made using the plan, the entire involvement around helping Tiffany. Lynn hoped that his friend would walk. Did Mark Zuckerberg steal the business plan from Lynn to create Facebook?
I think so, yeah.
During the battle of the Facebook ownerships, the lawyer Howitson called representing Mark Zuckerberg asking for a statement that Lynn gave the business plan and intellectual rights to it to Mark Zuckerberg. You sat at the kitchen table with his mom, Janet, and listened to the call.
Yes, I was there.
Did they threaten Lynn they would cause him trouble and make it up if he came forward or tried to seek return?
Yes.
Did they also say they would make it look like Mark Zuckerberg worked involvement into Lynn's original work if he refused to give a statement?
No.
During that call, did they argue with Lynn to get him to say something out of context, planning to use it commit fraud?
Yes.
How would you describe Lynn's life after the theft of the plan? How do you describe his life?
It's kind of bleak, I guess. I don't know what else to say about it, but
Yeah. So out of all this, do you think that, in your own words, that you think as two people together um, trying to write out a business agreement, that do you think that Mark had taken that ideal and, well, we all know that he didn't return back to um, Lynn on the agreement that they had made.
yes, I agree.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is part of history, and we thank you for your time, Joe, and hope that we can find justice in this with Mark Zuckerberg to knowing the real truth about this, that it actually took two people and not just Mark to make this Facebook.